Now, this is a question regarding natural vegetation in India. We know that natural vegetation is an important area for UPSC, and they have been asking questions from natural vegetation like the regions and the or the states and the natural vegetation. What kind of forest is seen in these kinds of states? Like that match pair question will be there, right? So we need to know about the natural vegetation in India. So this is a question regarding natural vegetation. So they are asking like this: which of the following is correct with reference to the natural vegetation of India? A. They have given Jatropha curcus is a water intensive plant. B. Balsam species are part of Himalayan vegetation. C. Sime caruvalan is an important plant native to wetlands of India. D. Even though the rhododendron is adapted to cold and mountain habitats, it is not found in Himalayan regions. So these are the four statements they have given with regards to natural vegetation of India, and we need to know which of these are correct. That means four of the out of these four statements, 3 are wrong and 1 is correct. So let us discuss about these plant species in India. So first of all, let us discuss about Jatropha curcus. Okay, Jatropha is a plant. It's a plant species mainly used in the production of biodiesel. So you can see the picture of Jatropha curcus there. So this biodiesel in India is mostly produced from the oils extracted from the seeds of Jatropha plant, Jatropha curcus. Okay. Jatropha has a high adaptability for thriving under a wide range of physiographic and climatic conditions. Whatever the climatic condition, they can grow there. Even in the dry lands and also even in the cold regions, even in the wetter region, whatever the soil condition, whatever the environment conditions, Jatropha can adapt to that environment. So that's the specialty of Jatropha curcus. So the farmers, they can easily grow this thing because it is not using so much water. It is not a water intensive crop. So it can be grown everywhere, in dry land also. So no need to pour water. So that's why farmers are also cultivating this Jatropha curcus along with their other crops. So this Jatropha is found to grow in almost all parts of the country up to an elevation of 3000 feet. So it can be seen in most of the regions in India. And this Jatropha, it's a perennial plant. That means throughout the year it can grow. Okay, it is not based on season. Okay, so Jatropha can be seen in every year, every season. It can be grown in every season. So Jatropha is a perennial plant suitable for all soils including degraded and barren lands also. Okay, so it occupies limited space. So Jatropha curcus needs limited space. That's why it can also suitable for intercropping. Okay, so this Jatropha curcus is also suitable for intercropping. That's why I said that farmers is also using Jatropha curcus, because it can be used for intercropping also. So the research says that, or it is showing that Jatropha requires low water and fertilizer for cultivation. So Jatropha is not a water intensive one. It is require less amount of water and less amount of fertilizer. And another main point is it is not grazed by cattle or sheep because it is not palatable. So that's also one of the important point. It is not grazed by cattle or sheep. Okay, and it is pest resistant also. Okay, so this is also a pest resistant, and it is easily propagated, and it has a low gestation period and has a high seed yield and oil content. So this much advantage is there for this Jatropha. That means it requires low water, less water and less fertilizer for cultivation, and it is not grazed by cattle, and it is pest resistant, and it is easily propagated, and it is having low gestation period and has a high seed yield and oil content, right? And it is a perennial plant. It can be seen throughout India, everywhere in India, because it is adapted to wide range of physiographic and climatic conditions. So these are the main points regarding Jatropha curcus, and Jatropha curcus is mainly used in India for the production of biodiesel. That also you have to keep in mind. Let us discuss about balsam species. Now recently some scientists have discovered some balsam species from the eastern Himalaya. So you can see this picture. So this is the balsam species which has been discovered from the eastern Himalaya. So that's why we also put this species in our question. Okay, so scientists have discovered 4 new balsam species from various locations in eastern Himalayas in northeastern state of Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, so balsams are commonly known as jewel weeds. It is also commonly known as jewel weeds because of diverse color of their flowers. So balsam species have diverse color for their flowers. So these balsam species, they are distributed throughout the eastern Himalaya and the western Ghats, Sri Lanka, Southeast Asia, Africa, Madagascar, all this region, this balsam species is distributed. So in India, it is found in Eastern Himalaya, Western Ghats. Okay, so these two regions you have to keep in mind regarding balsam species. It is seen in Eastern Himalaya as well as in Western Ghat. Okay, so now you know that balsam species is found in India in Northeastern Himalaya, and where from the Arunachal Pradesh, scientists have discovered a new species of balsam species. So that's the current affair. And this species, balsam species, is found in two regions in India, that means Eastern Himalaya and Western Ghats. Next, we need to discuss about CMA caruvelan. Actually, this CMA caruvelan, it's an invasive species to India. It's an invasive species. So it is not native to India. It is an invasive species from Jamaica. So CMA caruvelan is an invasive tree that causes enormous damage to the environment and inhibits the growth of indigenous plants. So it's an invasive species. So in the early 1960s, it was used as a savior when the Tamil Nadu was reeling under a severe shortage of firewood. So CMA caruvelan, it was used as a means for firewood, right? So there was a shortage of firewood in Tamil Nadu regions. So that's why this cultivation of this CMA caruvelan was encouraged. But actually, that was leading to the destruction of biodiversity there, because the CMA caruvelan that is using most of the water from the Tamil Nadu region. Okay, that means already this Tamil Nadu region is a arid region, and again the CMA caruvelan is using extensive water from there, right? So they were using all the underground water from the soil. So that's why it was reducing the groundwater table. Okay, so the CMA caruvelan was using most of the water, and that was suppressing the other native species, indigenous plants there. Okay, and also the roots of this CMA caruvelan that were spreading like anything, and that was, so the roots of this CMA caruvelan is also obstructing the growth of other plant species. Okay, so because of this reason, Tamil Nadu government is eradicating this CMA caruvelan species. Okay, so that's why this was in news. CMA caruvelan was in news, and CMA caruvelan, it's a invasive species. So you can see the picture of CMA caruvelan species there. Then next is regarding rhododendron species. So rhododendron means it's a woody bush plant. Okay, it's a woody plant. So rhododendrons are woody plants found in the cold and mountain regions. Okay, so they are found in the cold regions, also in the mountain regions. So in Himalayan regions, we are having this rhododendron species, mainly in the Arunachal Pradesh. In the Tawan district of Arunachal Pradesh, there were having more than 100 species of this rhododendron species, but now it is also only remaining 50 species of this rhododendron. So rhododendron is a broad classification of species, plant species. Okay, so rhododendron species means these are woody plants. Okay, so the current affair was like this. Foundation stone of Rhododendron Park was laid in Tawan district of Arunachal Pradesh by Chief Minister. Okay, and this Tawan district of Arunachal Pradesh was once home to about 100 species of rhododendron, but now they have been reduced to only 50 plus species due to the construction activities in the border areas. Okay, so you can see the picture of rhododendron here, right? So background you can see the Himalaya, right? So it is seen in the northeastern Himalaya. That means in the Arunachal Pradesh we are having this rhododendrons. So it's also found in rhododendron species, also naturally seen in India. So let us discuss a question. Which of the following is correct with reference to the natural vegetation of India? Jatropha curcus is a water intensive plant. No, it's a wrong statement, because we said that Jatropha curcus is a plant species used for the production of biodiesel, and it is using less water and less fertilizer, and it's a perennial species, perennial plant, right? So that's why first A is wrong. Then B, balsam species are part of Himalayan vegetation. So that's the correct statement, because we said that we have discovered, the scientists have discovered new balsam species from the eastern Himalaya, right? So that's why second statement is correct. B is correct. Balsam species are part of Himalayan vegetation. So we got the answer B. Okay, but we need to go for C and D, because sometimes D will be saying like both B and A or B and C are correct like that. Okay, so that's why just go to the C. CMA caruvelan is an important plant native to wetlands of India. So Sime caruvalum is not an important plant to India because it is an invasive species and it is not to wetlands of India. They can be seen in arid regions also. It is seen mainly in arid regions. Okay, and it is not an important species in India. It's an invasive species. So C is wrong. Then D. Even though the rhododendron is adapted to cold and mountain habitats, it is not found in Himalayan regions. So that's also false statement because rhododendron is seen in the eastern Himalaya in Arunachal Pradesh in Tawan district. Okay, that's why we are also going to establish a rhododendron park in Arunachal Pradesh. So that's why D is also wrong because it's also found in Himalayan regions. Rhododendron is also found in Himalayan regions. So D is wrong. So here the answer is B. Balsam species are part of Himalayan vegetation. That's the correct statement.